Hey, I just had a trigger of another thing that I really want to share with you. It's actually just a story. And you know how I love to tell stories. Okay, so I'm driving to Orlando right now, and it's kind of triggering this thing that happened to me. So one day, I decide I'm going to go meet Steve-O, okay? I'm going to go see him at the comedy club in Orlando, especially since we're both burn victims, by the way. Steve-O and I both received huge publicity because we caught ourselves on fire, and it was a huge spark to his career and all this stuff, right? And I just desperately wanted to meet him, especially after I found out how much we had in common, and I've always loved Steve-O. So I decide, all right, I'm going to go to wrestling, and I'm going to do wrestling practice, and then after, I'm going to go see Steve-O. And then, so I go with Chasen, I get some sushi, I take my debit card, I shove it in my pants, okay? Like, I always, like, put my phone and stuff, like, in my pants, like, literally in my pants, like, on, like, the waistline, I like to do, okay? Probably gonna get ovarian cancer one day or something for putting my phone there so much. Now, basically, my debit card goes missing, although I don't figure it out until after I get dolled up. Speaking of which, I get super dolled up, by the way. I put on my Louboutins, I wear all my makeup and my freaking dress, and you know, I make myself extremely good looking, basically as good looking as I could make myself. And then eventually I ended up taking off my shoes. We'll get into that in a moment. Okay, so I'm driving towards Orlando, and then I suddenly realize, oh my god, I don't have my debit card. Okay, and I start freaking out because look at this jerk. So many jerks. I'm driving. So anyway, so my debit card's missing. I call Chasen. Nobody can find my debit card. I'm basically screwed. I'm like, how am I going to buy gas? How am I going to get home? What am I going to do? Most of all, you have to have your debit card to get inside the comedy club to prove that you purchased the ticket. Number one. Okay? So I'm freaking out. I'm not going to get to see... I'm freaking out. I'm not going to get to see Steve-O. And... oh, by the way, I parked in a parking garage, which you can't get out unless you have a debit card to pay, okay? So I do that too. Luckily, buddy, Aquadude saves the freaking day. He's the only person I knew up there that could totally save my ass. Aquadude straight up comes all the way to Orlando, hooks me up, helps me get out, offers to loan me some cash, ends up not letting me pay him back. I'm not sure if you can hear my GPS right now because it's in my headphones, so I'm not sure if it's kind of interrupting me talking to you, so I'm not sure if it's on your end because it's in my headphones. So anyway, Aquadude freaking saves the day. Saves the day. Lets me use his debit card so I can get out. Oh my gosh, it was a traumatic event. Oh, I was supposed to go right. Is it too late? It's not too late. Yeah, man. So I thought I was stuck in Orlando. Oh, I know where I am now. I'm really, really close. So, it was so traumatizing. And you know, I have some other stories that I like to share with you. Like recently, like a couple months ago, I had to install a legit lock on my door. And you know, I had actually recorded the process, and it was the first thoughts that I had of actually doing what I've been doing now. And okay, so I've never installed a lock on a door. So like, you know, I'm taking a screwdriver, I'm taking off the door handle, and I leave one part in the door, and I'm on the inside of the door in my room, and I closed the door. Or like, I did it on purpose, really. And I didn't really realize what I did. And then I started freaking out because I was stuck because there's no doorknob on there to get me out. And I'm just tripping. Okay, I'm going crazy. I'm calling Dennis. Drop everything you're doing and come home. And he's just asking me, why? Why? And I'm just like, it's an emergency. I'm freaking out. All right. And then, so I saved myself. Although, like, the first time I do it, I install the door on wrong. And then it's really funny because after is when I recorded. Like, literally after I get out and I tell, like, the whole story. I was just kind of like really embarrassed about the whole thing. I was kind of actually embarrassed about the house, like not even my room part, but like the other part of the house, because it was like, it's kind of messy and stuff. Oh man, like I'm just being triggered of all these memories. I'm getting kind of nauseous at this point too, and that's because I'm starving. Pretty hungry. I'm supposed to be turning left on Orange Blossom, and I'm pretty sure that's not here. You know what else sucks that I just, like, I mean, I didn't just notice, but I've noticed this. So there's shit food everywhere. It's so convenient to go to Taco Smell. I can go to freaking Wendy's. I can go to any garbo places. Even, like, high-end restaurants. Like, not even high-end, but, like, medium, whatever. Longhorn. All those places have garbage food, man. I mean, it tastes good. Just because it tastes good doesn't mean it's good for you. So I'm all charged up with this, like, story. Because, like, I'm still in disbelief that this stuff happened. And, you know, I gotta give a shout out to Aquadude, because there's so many times where Aquadude actually saved my freaking ass. And I've had some bad shit happen with Aquadude, too. Like, I lost one of my favorite rings while we were diving. And straight up, I would not let him buy me another ring, because it has nothing to do with that. You couldn't get me 10 new rings. You know, in fact, like, I'd probably give out the rings away. Like, no offense, it's just like a sentimental, psychological, spiritual thing for me. I'm a very picky person. Now, if you give me money and then permission to buy crystals or to do with it as I wish, now that's a whole different story, you know what I'm saying? Though, Aquadude, he saved the freaking day, man. And, like, his character is so honorable, and it's so freaky how in synchronicity we are in our past. Because, like, I'll be going through something, he'll just randomly text me, and he has no idea how much it correlates to what I'm going through right now. And it's wild. It really is, although it's kind of comforting to know that I have a friend. And, you know, it's not about money, because no amount of money can buy this type of friendship and understanding. And most of all, the ability that we have to share with one another. And what's also even more amazing is that it's not a sexual relationship. It's not even really... It's not a romantic relationship. There's definitely love there between us, and an understanding and a bond and a friendship, and also excessively great work ethic. Because he works super hard to produce some of my underwater content. And we've grown a lot together. Like, for example, witnessing the first Aquadude. I need to get ready. I'm going to be turning right soon, and it's a hidden gem, so I have to be careful here. Oh my gosh, where am I going? Where you at? It's really, really hidden. So I'm here in Orlando. I'm starving. I really want some sushi. Sushi. Aquadude actually might meet up with me. How freaking ironic is that? Now that I just think about this, you know, connecting the dots backwards always makes sense. I left my favorite new healing book in his car, which I totally need, although I knew he needed it too. And he needed the crystals that were with him too, so there's a lot of weird synchronicities. I actually might be missing a special crystal that was a heart shape. It's called tanzanite. I need to look that up, and not just look it up, I actually need to look and see if I still have it, because it's a sentimental piece that I hand selected. And, you know, I need to be more adamant about knowing what crystals I collect, okay? Like, I buy rocks, and I spend, you know, I'll spend $20 to $50 on one rock, and I don't even know what I have. And then I get all pissy because I don't know what I have, and then I want to give it away or glue it to something. And, you know, that's no good either. So I need to figure that out. I have a couple green specimens that are driving me crazy. And, you know, there's so many crystals that just there's really no one that really knows what they're looking at. However, what I will say is when I went to California with Kitty, those people knew their rocks. And, you know, one more place really knew their rocks. And that was in, I'm trying to think the name of the place. Denver, Colorado, man. I'm watching so hard trying to find this place. It's such a hidden gem. 0.4 miles still. Then my GPS is just going to randomly say, arrived! I'm so hungry. I definitely have to text Aquadude that we're doing sushi. Sushi! Oh, nope. Red light too. After Silver Star, I'm definitely really close now. Super close. Just where are you? Crikey, nope. Where are you? 300 feet. Here we go. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get my stuff. I love you. It's been fun talking to you. Good night. Talk to you soon.